Good morning. Dylan and I are taking on the Cirque of the Towers in Wyoming. Dylan and I got in our rental car since our van is broken down and head out for one last summer adventure for Labor Day. We were going to Wind River in Wyoming, which was about 4 hours from where we were staying. This area is known for gorgeous mountains and great backpacking routes. We got in late at night and slept by our cars. It's a 3-day backpacking trip. We got here late last night, slept by the overflowing parking lot. There's so many people here. And then we're gonna set off once we get our stuff packed up and see how it goes. It's about 8 a.m. Lots of people out here. And we're starting the trail. So this hike is 24 miles total, except that we're parked pretty far from the trailhead, so add that distance. And then I think it gains like 4,000 feet, but that could be wrong. And we're gonna try and do like 11-ish today. A little under 2 miles in, we're gonna stop and have some breakfast before moving on. It smells strongly of smoke, so that's sad. We were just hiking through the woods, nothing really scenic, and then I was like, I see the sky. We came out and boom, there are the mountains. It's amazing. Once the trail opened up, the views never stopped. It was absolutely crazy with mountains all around us and lake after lake after lake. I could not believe that this gorgeous destination was in Wyoming and I hadn't heard much about it before. This is Dad's Lake. There's the future dad. The sun and the heat were truly unrelenting on Labor Day weekend, and although it was gorgeous and I was so thankful for the conditions that we had, it was also a bit of a slog as we had to hike over 11 miles and up a bunch of elevation. I was so tired by the end of the day. Miles down at the lake, eating lunch. So tired. I finished my whole water. It's really beautiful right here. I've said it once and I'll say it again. The beauty in backpacking is the amount of time that you get to spend in these stunning destinations. There's no rush to get anywhere or do anything. You have the time to yourself to set up camp, talk to each other, and enjoy your surroundings. So on this day, all we did was quietly set up camp, and then we went to enjoy the lake, spending time swimming in the water and then resting by the shores. This is my favorite way to spend a summer day. How's it feel?
Actually feels good.
We've just been chilling since we got here because it's absolutely beautiful to Shadow Lake. It's getting really cold though, and I think it's gonna get like maybe in the 30s tonight, so I'm scared for sleeping. But before the sun goes away, we're gonna make dinner on a rock in the sun. Tonight, Dylan and I are splitting some cheesy chicken and broccoli. It has rice, cheese sauce, and broccoli. Sounds good. Has 52 grams of protein, but we're splitting it. And let's hope it's good. Once the day has come to an end, you get to enjoy a slow meal together, watching the sunset in a beautiful place. Everything just feels right. Good morning, everyone. It is 8 a.m. or like 8 something. We slept a lot last night. Gonna eat some breakfast of mountain berries and then pack up and start our hike. This time we have to climb up to the Cirque, which is the hardest part. I'm scared, but it's gonna be okay. For some reason, Dylan and I really have a hard time waking up early on our first morning of backpacking. And maybe that's a sign from our bodies that we need to slow down, take it easy, rest, relax, things that we're not really good at in our normal day-to-day lives as we work 9-to-5 jobs and try to see as much as possible in as little time as possible. That's why I've really enjoyed this year as we've gotten more into backpacking, because it's been an excuse to just take it easy, slow down, and really enjoy the view. That being said, we knew we had another hard day in front of us with a couple of tough climbs. Today was a day that we were going to take on the Cirque of the Towers, which is probably the best part of this entire hike. But we mentally prepared ourselves, made sure to fuel up, and then got our pack situated for our long journey ahead. I will say we expected this trail to be very quiet, but we saw lots of people on the way, and maybe that's just because it's an incredible destination. It takes a few days to complete the trek, and it was Labor Day weekend. No matter the case, we ended up meeting the people and enjoying the views. We're going. We're getting to the pass. It's so steep. How do you feel?
Good.
I feel nervous. It's hard. Made it. Very tiring though. The world is so freaking beautiful. I can't believe it. I'm not sure that the video even encapsulates how stunning this area was. I couldn't believe my eyes, and it was one of my favorite places we've been in all 3 years of our van journey. Stopping for a lunch break by Lonesome Lake, it is gorgeous. You might be wondering, why don't you camp here? Well, first of all, there's human feces, too much human feces in the water to even filter it to drink. Second of all, you have to camp a quarter of a mile from the lake. There were some nice spots, a quarter of a mile, but we figure I'd rather swim. I don't really trust swimming in there. And we're gonna keep going after lunch, but we're gonna stop here for the view. Some bagged chicken salad, and Dylan has tuna salad for lunch with a view. Okay, we've got another pass to go up. This one's called Jackass Pass, and we'll see how it goes. I've been feeling tired all day, so Going very slow. I'm getting very tired. But it is beautiful out here. We came from way over there. I mean, Mother Earth really did her thing with this one. I feel like we're in Middle Earth, New Zealand. This is crazy. We've still got like a mile to go. This trail just refuses to quit. It is a tough one, let me tell you. We're going up again. This is the definition of type 2 fun. So right now, I just want to be there, not having fun. Are you?
No.
We found a campsite. It's in the shade. We're done hiking. Hallelujah. I feel so dead. I ran out of water. Dylan did not, so he was nice enough to share with me, which was very kind. But it's nice and warm out, so it's definitely time to go for a dip. It felt so good to finally sit down after the long trek and the very arduous journey to get here. We, of course, had to set up camp and make sure to claim our spot before heading over to the lake and enjoying the rest of the evening just sitting by the shores, going for a dip, and cooking dinner. This is good. Good morning. It's 7:20 and we're dressed. Gonna pack up and hit the trail. I got a little emotional on this last backpacking trip. First of all, because I knew it was the last backpacking trip of the summer. Second of all, because we didn't have our van and I didn't know what was going to happen with that and what the future held. There were just a lot of emotions running through my body. I was so grateful for everything that we have experienced and the trip we went on, but it felt like things were kind of coming to a close in a way. Enjoying the sunrise. We saw so many fall colors on the trail, and it felt like the turning of the seasons. With the turning of the seasons comes new beginnings. So we'll see where life and the road takes us. We made it back to the parking lot. Only half a mile to go back to our car. Feeling very tired, but that was a great weekend. We made it back to the car! The best feeling. Actually, the best feeling is taking off this pack and then taking off my boots. That was an absolutely amazing weekend. And we're matching! Yeah! We just saw a moose, a huge bull moose, on our way out to the car. So what a wonderful ending to this beautiful weekend. It's absolutely perfect out. Unfortunately, the most of our day today is going to be spent driving. It is 9:50 a.m. It's 9:50 a.m. We left our campsite at 7:30. So the last 6 miles, it was 6 miles to the car, took us like a little more than 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 40 minutes or something. But we were hoping to get burgers and drinks at the lodge here, but it might be too early since it's not even 10 yet. So we're gonna see what we end up doing to fuel ourselves back up. Unfortunately, we were right, and Big Sandy Lodge was not open that early in the morning, but that's all right because we went back to one of our favorite places in the world, Jackson, and stopped at a cafe that is incredible called Persephone. Overall, it was an amazing weekend, and I'm excited to see what the fall brings us. So make sure you stay tuned to find out what happens with our van and our journey.